Okay, so we did learn about this person, Lena, not being in very good shape. We do have the possibility of being able to craft her a swallow potion, which is the Witcher healing potion. However, healing potions for Witchers are, potentially catastrophic for humans who are not capable, potentially, of handling the power of Witcher potions. So things could go very wrong, in which case people would be very mad at us. And it would be very obvious that it was us that did that, because we're the only ones, being the only one of two Witchers in town. So, decisions. I mean, I feel like what are the chances that this goes well? Probably little to none. Little to none. And that is precisely why... Oh, we will activate a Quen right now, apparently. But, precisely why we will attempt to make one right now. If I could remember how to do that, because I don't think we've brewed anything yet in The Witcher 3. So, normally in The Witcher 2, you would meditate, and then that would trigger it. But I do not recall how one does that without potentially blowing down this house like the big bad wolf. So, one moment, please, while we step outside, and then maybe test things out here so that we don't risk,
Who knows what the morrow will bring?
blowing up your entire establishment. So, what is momentum? That's not the button. I'll tell you that much.
Peace here now.
Sorry, peasant. You were very close to getting fried there. Let's see. Oh, meditation. There we go. Okay. I may have also accidentally eaten some food there. Meditate, except it's actually not the bestiary. It is... except we are going to get lectured. Entries in the bestiary provide additional information about monsters, including tips and strategies for how best to fight them. And that might be somewhat helpful. Okay, and then we press B to close the bestiary. Say a dog is a man's best friend. In those foul times, one best be wary, even of his friends. Okay. Dude, from Nilfgaard. Some claim dogs are reflections of their masters. A well-treated pet repays his owner with loyalty and trust, whereas an ill-treated one repays this treatment in kind as well, meaning yells and barks and kicks and fights. Since there is an abundance of bad men, so too is there an abundance of bad dogs. Most dangerous of all are the vagrant mutts who have lost all respect for men and developed a taste for blood and carrion. Okay, I was promised tips for fighting them. Wolves. A friend of mine used to say that with all these griffins and basilisks and whatnot, good old-fashioned wolves weren't nothing to worry about. Then the beast devoured half his flock. Once upon a time, wolves were the absolute rulers of the forest. Men used them to frighten children, while adults too trembled at the sound of their howling. Post-conjunction monsters not only pushed wolves into the deepest wilds, but also took over their place in human nightmares. Yet this does not mean the old predators cease to be a danger. Wolves do not have a drop of magic within them, breathe no fire and spit no acid, but that in no way stops them from killing unwary travelers and hunters. Particularly dangerous are wargs, a nasty and ferocious subspecies of wolves, and the snow-white wolves, which today can now only be found in the wild highlands of the Skellige archipelago. Now, we have seen some of those wargs. I don't think, we didn't get any instructions as to how we might, fight those guys more effectively. How the heck do we brew a potion? There's some changes. Some useful changes about the monsters. The bestiary is actually useful. Okay, that is good to know. That being said, I no longer know where to find it. So, there's that. What I'm most concerned about at the moment is how the heck do we potentially brew a swallow potion? Because I would like to try to do that, and I would have thought that alchemy was the way to do it, and maybe it is. I'm just being silly and not seeing. Alcohol. Ingredients missing. Deductions? What? Decoctions? What? I don't know what that means. Opposite of concoctions? You'll see it, no spoilers. Look around, Spencer? What? Very confused. I mean, there are lots of herbs here. If the problem is that we didn't have the right ingredients, then I think that's about to change. Of course, there's also herbs in the loot there as well. When we get stung by a bee, I just heard a bee. Harold takes 100 points of lethal damage. He's allergic. His one true weakness. More plants? Oh my god. I mean, it is her job, so, like, can't be too... point too many fingers or make too much fun of her about it, but at the same time, like, wow. That's a lot. You're saying poke around a bit? Let's see. Are there other things that you have not noticed here? Not seeing too much from our Witcher senses, other than just additional leaves. Oh, in the actual menus, you say, and I may just not have it yet? Okay. So we just can't help her right now, is what you're saying. Okay. Well, supposedly, the lure, or the herb that we will use, ultimately, to lure the griffin, is in the middle of the lake, where there are bees here. Yes! They actually do damage us! What? It's a thing!
I knows what I
Only a
knows.
tiny bit of damage, but
Elsa
it is a
bears
thing.
their
Wow.
own
Okay, I was joking about it, but it's real. But what I was getting at before is that I think it is probably not the best idea to do that immediately, since I'm assuming that based on how the lady was saying, like, hey, as soon as you take this stuff out, it's going to stink. I'm guessing that as soon as we do, in fact, get those herbs, then we're not going to have any time to spare. It's just going to be like, oh, Griffin is here. Hello, boss fight. Let's maybe explore this little area here. And then, oh, we're actually all the way to the west. I'm not sure I realized that. Let's see what this is all about over here, though. Supposedly, this was a... oh. Deer. Oh, yep. Ow. Ow. Give me a second to fight back, please. Fortunately, that actually didn't hurt too much. But, you know, we should probably keep that sword out and maybe anticipate the bazillions of other wolves that we were probably about to fight here. Abandoned site. I know you're here. Geralt, do not sheathe your weapon as soon as we have a monster to fight. It's bad practice for a Witcher. I meant to loot that, but apparently I was just a little too quick. Oh, those are ghouls. Not even wolves. Changing things up a little bit on me. There are 3 of them. I'd rather not fight 3 simultaneously, but it's probably going to come down to that.
What now, you piece of hell?
That did not sound like Geralt's voice. Oh, oh, oh. Don't like where we're standing right now. Yeah. It'd help if we could, like, hit one of them. At all. Get over here. I see that. Ow, you did hit me there. Shame on you. Ow. Camera angles. Help me out here. We did take care of this one. Might still be one more here. Monster ear? Well, that's pleasant. Just based on the indicators I see on the map. see one over here. Yup. Hello, Sir Ghoulson. That was, I'm very surprised that actually hit you. Kind of walked right into our attack, so I appreciate it. Oh, hello. How are you? I think. Are we happy to greet you? Are we not happy to greet you? What's the deal here? Huh? Area liberated. Its populace has returned. Oh! That's a thing. Oh, if he ever has a son, he'll name him Daryl. Thank you. Don't mention it. Now, one moment while I steal all of your worldly possessions. Oh, and maybe take down that buck. Or maybe not. There's a merchant over here.
Greetings.
With some questionable fashion sense, but okay.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
There's a plugin to help organize stuff. Okay. Yeah, I have not done any of that stuff. Oh, this person is mostly just selling further herbs. I don't think I'm terribly interested. Other than perhaps water healing us. That is potentially useful there. Yeah, I've not
Farewell.
downloaded any mods or anything like that. So right now we are playing the base game, basically. Okay. Why are you saying mercy? Someone fighting you right now? There's a merchant. Is there anything else of note after having liberated this area that we could check out?
I'll never forget what you did for us. So mad at he's trying to grip me.
Oh, loot the chests, of course. Ooh, a sapphire. That sounds valuable. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Sure thing.
Where'd you come from?
Okay. Anything else in here? Or, oh, I mean, this, whatever is here. Also, my dog is barking right now, which you may or may not be able to hear.
Thistle.
What the heck? It's a red dot that just briefly showed up here? Not sure what that was all about. Oh, and there's... Ah, okay, there's this. Upgrade our weapon, at least momentarily. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure at this point what we ought to do next, seeing as how, like I was saying earlier, I think that this is probably not the best time to start the Griffin fight. We probably want to level up a bit first, I would assume. So that probably means doing some additional side quests first. Our wolves here, it seems. We are still a bit hurt from our previous encounters. This might not be the best time to be picking fights with wild animals, but let's pick fights with wild animals. Carol, again with sheathing your sword right as we are going into a fight. I don't appreciate it when you do this. Also, there's another wolf that is trying to sneak up behind us. It is possibly a warg. It is a warg. Which means it is more dangerous. Which means we should be careful and perhaps swing the sword. Okay. There are many more wolves howling on that hill over there. I think that's maybe a few more than we ought to mess with at the moment. I didn't mean to do that. Did someone say murder? Where? It appears as though we have potentially already looted these. Where exactly? Are we in town? Definitely have not been here. Oh, actually, we have been here before. when we accidentally went this way toward the Nilfgaardian garrison. So that is where we're looking to find something for the Griffin. Yeah, I guess I'm looking for a little bit of direction here in that case. After 40 hours, it gets tedious, that being, like, organizing your inventory and stuff. Yeah, so what do we think is worth doing at this point? Is it... Have we done enough to, start doing Griffin things? Oh, actually, there was a quest we were waiting on, I think it was a Witcher contract, that, we wanted to be level 2 before we started, and we are now level 2. So that might be something that we could start to do now, or we could go all the way out here into the wilds of the West, where I suspect we will probably run into some more dangerous stuff. This looks odd. I mean, this isn't something of note. I don't know about that. Something over here that our mini-map is trying to tell us about. Huh? Some rabbit pelts would suggest that there are probably wolves here. Or some other type of monster. Which, with our relatively low HP at the moment, is probably not something that, that we want to explore.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, there are some bandits over there. Okay. I suppose... Ow! They might shoot some arrows at us, I suppose. I was gonna say that we ought to heal. Hey, Nilfgaardian dude, will you actually help me? Perhaps? Ow! Not cool, dude. Stop blocking me. Also. I don't appreciate that. There we go. It's not really what I was looking to loot, but okay. Nilfgaardian dude, did you want to tag along, or no? Because it would actually be a little bit helpful if you were to tag along, I'm not gonna lie. We want the steel, which is this one, on the assumption that we will actually be fighting these guys. Let's drop a quick save, because I think it's been a little while. Considering my PoE stash, you think I'll be fine? Let's see. We can pick off a couple of these guys. Yeah, one of them is pursuing us. I just don't want to fight them all simultaneously. Like, we can fight one of these guys in melee while out of range of the archer, then I think that would be ideal. Alright, Mr. Fancy Pants. How dare you? Oh, that was pretty gruesome. That was very gruesome. Okay. So that happened. Thanks for giving us your thread. I suppose. Again, wrong sword. There are probably still more guys over here. We did take out, in total, 3 from all those dudes. Hello? Care to send any more friends? I know you have an archer.
Fucking bastard!
Oh! And we'll one-shot him while we're at it. Except that was apparently the last of them. Chicken sandwich. Crowns. Oh, they're not called Orns anymore? They're called crowns? Was that because Nilfgaard? It very well could be. We got a new diagram. Okay. Sure. I'm mostly just gonna load up on whatever the heck you guys have here. Oh, those are words. Wait, what? Are there actually 2 different kinds of currency? That doesn't look good. Is there a Nilfgaardian currency and a Temerian or Nordling currency? That also didn't sound good. Yeah! Is there like Potentially wolves all around us right now. Okay. Not sure if there's anything else that we have not yet looted. Besides the fact that there is now an enemy. Oh no, it's just this. This guy? What's a red dot there? Momentarily. Little one. Like right there. On the minimap. Behind us-ish. I don't really know what to make of that. We'll head back. So we appear to have cleared out that camp. So, success, I suppose. And let's look at the map again, because that was one of the question marks or exclamation points that we were looking at before. Bandit camp, okay. There's one further down here, which appears to be in the swamplands. Huh? There's 3, it's probably a barrel? Not sure I follow. Or you two may just be talking to each other and I may have missed one of the links to that conversation. I don't know. Supposedly though, I guess we ought to go further down this route. I feel like there's the red dot I was referring to. There are several of them now. I'm standing directly on top of one of them. Hello, this would be why. Okay. One down. I believe there were more where that came from. Yup. One of those guys is a ward. Now, know this to be true. Get out of here, dude. Still another one. Running off a little. Oh, no, running towards us. Actually, running towards us. Not running away from us. Very much not running away from us. We are quite low on HP as well. Let's do something to change that. Loot this guy already? Apparently we did. Guessing most of these other loots that we see here, yeah, are gonna be remains from other animals that the wolves took out. Whereas I assume that the goat hides and what have you are actually more valuable than dog tallows, but I don't know definitively. Okay. I think we're supposed to be headed in this general direction. Yeah, we're going for that question mark. Yes. Again with the super creepy sounding trees. I'm not a fan. Very much not a fan. This looks like Browner territory. I suspect that probably is a Drowner over there. Although if there's only one, then that's not so bad. This is a whole area of... Whoa, what the heck? Okay. Oh, yep. Poison. Poison. Yeah, that is a Drowner. Is that all it was, though? I mean, sure, some decent loot, but not like that was a game changer. So we'll head back. Dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge past all the trees. What the heck was that? We just walked past a fire? It was like, please, Geralt, we want you to ignite this. No game. Thank you very much. Not necessary. Hello there, no guarding soldiers. Oh. care to remind me where we are? Are we headed back toward town? I don't think so. I think we're headed toward the Nilfgaardian barracks, in fact. Which means we probably should head back.
Make way.
And I think what I'm figuring we ought to do now is maybe look at the secondary quests. And on Death's Bed, which one is this? Oh, this is the one where we're supposed to brew the potion, right? I think. Well, I mean, yeah, I did want to brew a swallow potion, but I don't think we yet know how. Some question marks will be way over our level. Okay. Red mark, ... This is the thing that ultimately did end up swarming us. Wolf. Swarm of wolves. And there are 3 types of currency. That is actually true. Can we see in our inventory? No. I don't know. What I'm thinking is, actually not the swallow potion one. I'm thinking we ought to do the Witcher contract. Devil by the Well. Oh, we did establish, read the entry about noon rates and bestiary, okay. Find the spirit that haunts the well. So, like, if I could find where said bestiary is, then that would be helpful. Bestiary, okay. Do we know anything about noon rates? Noon rates. They look lovely. On the Devil by the Wells, kinda sort of its own category. Okay, despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labors at midday to get out of the sun. They do so to avoid noon rates. On particularly searing summer days, when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear, resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are noon wraiths, the spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings. Oh, fantastic. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the fields searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals, though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time. They are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why, if one ever finds a wedding ring or torn veil in the middle of a field, one should not pick it up, but instead back away as quickly as possible. That would suggest that if we were to find one of those things in that area, that we might get the answer to how to make this wraith appear. As for specifically this devil in the well, residents of White Orchard had suffered more than their fair share of misfortunes. Passing armies had trampled their spring planting. Griffin had begun abducting their livestock, and the rotten icing on this painful cake, a noon wraith haunted a nearby well. No wonder the locals called this final evil a devil. The Witcher could sense something bound her to this place, and that in order to send her off into the ethereal realms, he would first need to learn her secret. Once that was done, he would have to prepare for battle, and a noon wraith is a demanding opponent. Okay, so yeah, not easy. She can disorient her victim by blinding him and creating mirror images of herself. Oh no. These copies slowly suck their victim's life energy. No. While their mistress remains untouchable. In order to defeat her, the Witcher could not rely on his silver sword alone. The Jurden sign would also be needed to trap her and force her to take on material form. Okay, so that's a good example of getting information from the bestiary that directly informs the way in which we are supposed to fight them. Did see the corpse in the cage at the camp, but it didn't seem like there was any way to interact with it. I didn't think. Was there and we just missed it?
Something's tied the Noon Wraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
Okay. So does that mean we ought to head back? Oh, and also did I actually highlight that? I did, okay. So I assume that means we would be... Oh, somebody is headed straight for us. That wolf? Yeah, we'll take it out. Maybe, possibly. That's the wrong weapon, though. Yes, there are several now. Here, again, sheathing the weapon as soon as we start fighting an enemy. One of your items is in bad shape. Repair it, or otherwise it won't work as well. Uh-oh. Doesn't sound good. It is our silver sword, I think is how I'm supposed to read that. And that is potentially problematic because I don't think we have a backup silver sword, and I'm seeing a lot of monsters over there, so maybe that is reason enough for us to hold the phone a bit here. Oh, look what we found here. This lady again. Yeah, I don't know that we really can get a replacement silver sword all that easily. We have plenty of backup steel swords. That much is for sure. Not so much on the silver front, though. Been a long time since we had Roach.
Let's go.
Oh, we're actually supposed to go this way.
Run, Roach.
Technically speaking, if we are to target this wraith soon. No, don't need to go back, just curious? Okay. No worries then. So yeah, we'll head over to this noon wraith area. Let's see what we can find. Don't know. I suspect that we will find that item in the same general area. I could be wrong. And the fact that our... Let's actually take a quick look at our silver weapon. See how low that percentage is. Huh? Or no, it's actually our steel is at 50%. Okay. That's actually probably better, because we, like I said, don't have a backup silver weapon at the moment. So, ooh, hold on. Let's see. Oh, we even picked up what may be a upgrade for our steel weapon. That is horrendous. Oh my god. We have a few horrendous weapons here. That's surprisingly good. Okay, so I think we use this guy here. Swap out the steel sword for one that has a little more durability remaining on it. Okay. So this should send us to the right place. And should be a, from the sound of things, relatively difficult enemy. Okay, yes, so we're supposed to investigate various houses, try to find that item. Okay, that makes sense. Oh! Okay.
What's doing here?
Found her. I thought we were gonna have to, like, you know, perhaps use a specific...
Strange. She's not attacking.
Okay. She's here, because it is noon. We're close to it, but we need to find the item before she will get aggressive. Actually start attacking us. Before we can rid her. Get rid of her. Even loot that at all? No. Okay. Seems... Oh, we can run inside. For some reason I thought we couldn't. Oh, I just... Yep.
A man. Stabbed
Felt
with
the
a
vibration.
knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More blood stains over there. But it's not his blood.
What the heck? Find out what binds the noon wraiths to the ruined village. Yes.
Blood stains.
Okay, no, wait.
Barely visible.
Heard about that. Yep.
Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
That seems like that could be a precious item, a yellow diary.
Journal. Might be useful.
Let's read that journal. Thought we were gonna get the chance to read it that way, but apparently not. Okay, runestones. Yes, they can be used to enhance weapons. This is true. We have tried this before. Thank you for informing me, but I do not need to know that. What I'm most interested about, could you, like, maybe... Why are you letting me know that... Why is there something around this? Yeah, why do you insist on having us do that right now? I don't really know. What I wanted to see was this item, I think. Yeah. It's happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Vizima. Listed all the harms he's done. How he killed Johan probably, for not taking off his cap quick enough. How he trampled our fields when drunk with a nary a thought of repayment. Drunk with nary a thought of repayment, there we go. How he barged in during Pieter's wedding and demanded his right of the first night. Now we finally got what we begged Melitelli for in our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last, we can live as free men. And later on, first day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind, it's better than the most fantastic palace. Volker fumed our home with hazel wood, smoke to drive out evil. Buried a marten under the gate, to make sure no thieves cross our threshold. Then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother said it's foolish to spend so much on sounds like it's gonna be this bracelet. So much on a bauble, when we haven't plows nor hoes, and we ought return to the merchant. That we ought to return to the merchant. Over my dead body. I'll never take it off. It'll always be there to remind me of Volker. How happy we were that day. Yup, it's obviously gonna be that. They said the Lord is coming to see us. He wants to make a deal. Beg us to return to the village. They say he's calmed since his son died. But he's not as quick to anger about small slights. Well, we'll see. One way or other. I've no intention to move 1 inch from here. Okay, I also apologize because apparently I've lost the ability to read.
Might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place.
I certainly assume so. Now, did we pick it up in that process there, or are we still searching for it? Quest items. Silver monocle, but I think that is something entirely different. I do not believe that is technically a bracelet. Can't help but notice that there is still something highlighted here in this building, even though we seem to have explored much of it.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades.
Decades? What?
Another print by the well.
Okay. So we're just gonna walk right on past her. Because... why not, apparently? She's apparently not confrontational at the moment, although I do feel as though we probably should still explore these other areas. Maybe we will find the bracelet in here. Yeah, like florins there, that's one kind of currency. We have the orins, which is what we were using back in Temeria. And then crowns, I think, were another one. Still, again, stuff showing up here. Wonder if maybe in and around this area might be other things, or maybe we have fully explored that spot. Just checking here. There's a lot of stuff in here. All water. Platter? Don't exactly know what the platters are. If those are just random things that we end up reselling. Also, with the creepy dolls. Not appreciated. Very much not appreciated. Okay, so we may have looted everything of note in the... Oh, hold on. Get over there. I have an idea. I accidentally drank a potion there. Oh, or we could potentially hop over here, but what I really meant was to do that. Smoking pipe? Okay, no bracelets yet. Water does heal us, and we've been accidentally blowing through much of our food here, so... suppose that might help us restock a bit. Still walk out. Okay, so I think that in all likelihood, we're going to find the bracelet by the well here. So let's drop a quick save. So I'm assuming that as soon as that happens, we will end up fighting this noon wraith. And then, like, supposedly it's peaceful right now, but I still don't feel so great about walking right past it. Yup, it is, seemingly not happy to see us anymore. Okay, so we do need to... Oh, come on. We do need to use... we need to do... Jordan. Ow. Okay.
She fled. She'll be back tomorrow.
Oh.
Something's keeping her here.
Can only do so much in one day. We might not have even needed to prepare for such a difficult fight in that
The
case.
wraith won't stray too far from the well.
I guess that's really all you have to tell me about that? Surely there's something else in the well, though. Oh. Oh dear. What is this? Rope? I'd like to examine the rope.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right.
Someone's in there.
A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope.
Yeah. Was. It's maybe a more accurate way to
Woman the
describe that.
child belonged to. Must be.
Don't go in there.
Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing.
Ooh.
Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off.
Huh?
Gotta jump down there.
No.
I wouldn't break my legs.
Really? Okay, this just sends us back
Wide
to this
pelvis,
stuff.
small.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll skip this.
Need to cremate the remains.
Yep, skip that too.
Was she wearing the bracelet?
Yep. Point made.
Gotta jump down.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. Can we, like... What is the correct way to jump down there without destroying ourselves? Also, remind me what the jump button is. Go down the well and look for something that belongs to her. Yeah, like... But how? Is this not the... That's the jump button. Okay.